Welcome everybody to Kapow. Jerry, get off my lawn.
You ain't nothing but a bootlicker. Bootlickers for Horton.
Get off my lawn.
Hey, I don't know. It's if you're a beaver, get out of Atala.
Man, blowing them up.
They just blowing them
I
up.
need that over where I'm at.
It's so funny.
Look, we were out there cleaning up one of the beaver dams at our place. Somebody stops by and goes, I got one word for you. Tannerite. And drives off. Blow it up. Blow it up. So
A lot of stuff to talk about today, man. Pretty excited.
First of all, get into what the congratulatory.
Absolutely. We want to start off on a positive, happy note. We see you, Westbrook Christian Warriors. You're 4A state baseball champions.
Congrats, guys.
Man, what a great season. What a great team. Couldn't happen to a better bunch of guys, man. We get to know those guys over the last 3-4 years from doing the Steve Smith show, really.
Yeah.
Get to know a lot of those young people and
hitting some bombs, I understand.
Man, they were not having it. It wasn't going till game 3. They put up double-digit runs in both the games, 13 and 10.
I see you big fellas.
And they had a little rain delay yesterday too, I think. So, man, so happy.
Yeah. I'm fired up for
It's that feeling, man.
What about them Christian schools in Gadsden, Etowah County, Rainbow City? Who we got calling in already? Here we go.
Hey, you're live on Kapow.
What's up?
Hey, what up, Coach Philip Pierce? Hold on, man. Let me get a microphone down there so you can talk.
Oh, okay. I was just calling you.
Oh, well, then thanks for watching because you're live on Kapow and this is a call-in show.
Well, hey, I'm working, man. You know, I work for a tough boss.
Oh, here we go.
Well,
I don't believe that.
I know she's working.
Yeah, well, I am too. It's just I'm working at getting the rest of this Pell coffee drink.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
My guy. Hey, we just started the program off, Philip, and we're just saying congratulations to Westbrook for bringing that state championship to Etowah County.
Yep, very good. They're a very good baseball team. Good coaching staff. Rick does a good job. You know, I've known Warren Wright forever. He's a great guy. And they had a lot of great kids. They did a very good job. They were really good. I watched them play a couple of times this year. Very good baseball team.
Heck yeah, man. Look, just think about this. You're a coach. You've known talent. You've seen coaches come and go and talent come and go. But for this little bitty area to have a state football championship this year and now a state baseball championship, that's pretty special. 2 different schools that close together.
Yes, it is. And then, I mean, you look back last year, you know, our baseball team here at Atala got beat in the semifinals.
Yep, that's right.
We're 3 years removed from a state championship.
Right.
You know, we've had a lot of others, you know, Coosa played a couple of times for the state championship before they won, you know, then they won there. So, I mean, There's a lot of good sports been played here. You know, Gadsden City basketball was very successful this year. You know, and I know I'm leaving somebody out, I'm sure, but I mean, you know, there've been a lot of successful programs coming through right now. I think maybe we've got it figured out and going in the right direction around Gadsden and Atala.
So while we got you on the phone, man, still a lot of excitement in Atala about just talk about the energy that Coach Hawkins, you know, with the staff he brought in, and the energy in Atala is, again, ain't nothing safe, especially the Beavers in Atala tonight.
Well, the beavers, part of them have been eradicated. I think 8 pounds of tannerite will do a lot of good towards beaver eradication.
Apparently so.
Yes, you know, I was hoping that was building a new apartment complex in Atala to get some more players in, but I guess we're just getting rid of beavers. I guess that helps.
Hey,
but no, the excitement, it is through the roof. You know, the kids. You know, we were finally able to do some things. You know, we've had Coach Wadley and DeRicky, Coach Wright, and Coach Peyton Nance. You know, we've had those guys kind of in the back hired, so to speak, and it just kind of took time for jobs to open up and us to be able to get them. But, you know, now we got them, they're on staff, they're hired, and the kids have got to meet them, be around them. You know, we've got out and taken advantage of the 2-hour rule, you know, and got them out on the field and got the kids on the grass and got to see a little bit of, just see them run around and see them interact. with our kids. We've had all our middle school coaches have come out and helped us while we've done it. We've had some guys that are gonna volunteer. I know you would know if you were there. There's a lot of Atala out there on that field, and the excitement's really good right now. Coach Hawkins is doing a great job. I think he's still trying to drink water out of a fire hydrant, but it's slowing down a little. He was excited that we got out on the grass a couple of days because he got to coach, and instead of doing all the other stuff, and I hated to be the one to be the bearer of bad tidings, but he's probably not going to get to coach near as much as he wants to because that head in front of coaches,
sure,
that takes away a lot of that coaching. But it's been great. The people are excited. There's a buzz. The kids are sponges. They're eating up everything that we're telling them. We went all the way back and we started from the ground up. We started just get in a stance. If you're going to go right, which foot do you step with? We're going to go left. We went all the way back to the basics. We brought our middle school in and did a day or two with those guys, just trying to get everybody in our program on the same page, using the same terminology, teaching the same things. It has to be dummied down some for the lower levels, but if we get in and if we call a play Kapow right, then everybody should know when they get to the high school it's Kapow right and what they're doing.
And that's a touchdown, by the way.
You're darn right that is.
Well, okay, draw it up and we'll put it in.
Done.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Coach. You stepped away from coaching for a couple years, and how does it feel to be back in the saddle, man? Because a lot of people love you. You're a heck of a coach. How does it feel just to be back doing what you've been called to do?
It's good. It really is. I had kind of accepted the fact that I was probably going to be done. And I've said before, there was just a few people that if ever called and tried to get me to coach that I would go back and coach with. And Davin was one of them. He's special to me. He's like one of my kids. I've coached him in some form or fashion since he's about 7 and known him just about his whole life. And I knew that if he ever got the job and he needed it, I told him, I said, I'm not a long-term solution by any means. I said, I'm definitely the old guy on the staff. But I said, I'll be there. And I said, if you need me to fill water bottles and be a cheerleader, that's what I do. If you need me to coach, that's what I'll do. But it feels good. Being around the kids, that's the part I enjoy. The locker room. A lot of coaches want the Friday nights or the Saturdays and all that. I like the Monday through Thursdays. I like the being in there with the kids, just getting relationships and, being able to get in there and just find out what the kids need and help them, try to help them with, whether it's try to find a job for the summer or if it's just being somebody to be around they need to talk to or whatever. I like that part as much as I do the Friday nights. The football part takes care of itself. It's the other part that I think I enjoy as much as anything.
Well, Coach, your banker called and your banker said they'd rather you build lockers.
Well, my wife probably had to. No, my wife, she 100% understands and supports it. But Auburn University would probably rather me build lockers too, because that guarantees that Andrew's tuition gets paid.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hey, well, anything left before we get you out of here, Coach? Thank you for calling in. You're the first caller today.
Well, good. No, sir. You just get a chance. Holler at me later on. I need to talk to you a little bit.
Gotcha, man. Appreciate you, man.
See you, Coach.
Nice to see y'all. Appreciate you.
That is our guy right there, Coach Philip Pierce.
One thing, he didn't say it, but it resonated with his answer. He's an educator. And that, him saying that he loves the Monday through Thursday, that's because of that drive to build good men. And he does that, man. What a good man. What a good guy. Tim Crow's on. Good morning. Brett Tyler Smith says he'll be going to Aldi by himself today, he guesses.
Well, no, I got to make a call. I'm not sure if I'm going or not. I'll let you know as soon as the show's over.
Deanna O'Brien says congratulations, Westbrook.
Yes.
Daniel Harper outscored Bibb County 23-5. That's Westbrook. That's impressive. Mm-hmm. It's very impressive. Bo Black says we're wild this morning already. So if you want to join the show, we got a lot to talk about. If you want to call in and congratulate Westbrook, have anything to say, or if you want to join the conversation here in a few minutes where it's going to get a little wilder, we'll be wilding out here in a little bit. I wonder if we could get Cat Williams to come in and wild out.
The Tiger?
You going to get rid of the Tiger?
Marty Somerville, good morning, guys. What's up?
Buddy?
How's everything in Southside, Marty?
You know it's good in Southside, boy.
With
that's
that mayor
over the
they
rainbow,
got?
son.
With that mayor they got?
Yeah. You see it? Oh, that's the end of the rainbow.
It is. It's
and there's always a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Right at Joey Statham's house.
You're darn right.
Right at Buck Island.
It's amazing how Atala and Southside are at the end of the rainbows.
It is.
And then you got,
in the middle, you got Joe Taylorville.
Boy, I'm telling you. Hey,
what y'all want to talk about?
That's a good name for a little community there.
Joe Taylorville.
It'd be a gated community, though, if you're going to name it Joe Taylorville.
Oh, you say gate?
Gated.
Oh, okay, sure.
No, let me enunciate. Gate. I really wanted to go out and watch yesterday. Watch Westbrook play.
Yeah.
And with the weather.
We had
and
so much stuff in church.
Yeah, had a lot of stuff going on. But so congratulations, Coach Randy Weiss. Congratulations, Westbrook Christian. Charlie Culberson baseball.
That's good stuff.
There it is. Charlie Culberson. Man, what a good ball player he was, wasn't he?
Yes.
He was a dude. Man.
A lot of people jumping on. Thank you guys so much. I'm getting some text messages here because I think everybody wants to talk about the second topic.
Yeah, that's coming.
Sorry.
I can't wait. You got some information that you want to share.
Information.
What?
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun show.
All right. Now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. Put your questions on YouTube or Facebook if you want to, but call in. We'd love to hear from you. Jacqueline Hyde Keener, so happy for Westbrook's baseball team. Congratulations.
Absolutely. What a good bunch of kids, man.
They are. Class.
It's funny, these teams, and we've been around a lot of state championship teams over the years and a lot of region champion teams and at different levels, Etowah and a ton of programs. You can tell when a team is really a team and for each other. Right. Then we've seen some teams, very talented teams, who had the me guys, some very talented 2 or 3 players, but it wasn't a great overall team.
Right.
This Westbrook team had dudes, but they love each other. They play hard for each other. So happy for them, man.
I was watching some of the parents that were doing some streaming there, and to see the celebrations and how they're for each other, and hearing some of the chatter from the dugout as the guys are batting or on the field. It's just cool, man. You can see it.
Does Etowah get to claim half that championship from Coach Ray?
Absolutely. And Gaston does too. Warren Wright.
Warren, exactly right.
Man, Warren,
excuse me.
If he had to have worked with pitchers, right?
Oh, you should. He throws a heavy ball, man.
He was a stud on the baseball
field.
Man,
I bet he still is.
Yeah, man.
I ain't hitting against him.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. He would drop down and throw that thing sidearm a little bit. Come off that mound just weird. He was a nicest guy in the world, but mean on the mound, son. He'd hit you. And
does Steve Smith get to claim that? Because he's the AD.
He's going to.
He gets to claim that.
Sure, he does.
As an athletic director, you get to claim your school's state championships.
Yeah.
Heck yeah! Congratulations, Steve Smith.
Did you see the crowd?
It was great.
Now both teams were represented well, man, but Westbrook and the community. There was a lot of people, a lot of students there that were not Westbrook.
Absolutely right. And Deanna Flanagan just jumped on and said, it makes me happy to see our schools supporting each other. That's the way it should be. She's speaking truth. Deanna's preaching up in here.
Andrew Ford says 2 of Westbrook's best pitchers didn't throw an inning all season. Also, both of them threw 90 plus. Think about how much better they could have been if these injuries hadn't have happened.
Sure.
Talk about stacked. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And they got a lot of kids coming back. I know they lose some good seniors, but they still got a lot of kids coming back.
Daniel says, hey, we did beat them once in area. What? That's Etowah he's talking about. Yeah,
sure.
They did. Look, man, just because Etowah only went, they go the first round or second round?
Yeah, second round.
Second round. Mm-hmm. Hey, they're great athletes, great ball players over there.
2 great programs. Man.
Yeah. I mean, you got some great baseball teams around here.
Absolutely.
Coosa Christian is on the rise again and doing great work. You got a good coach there in Coach Jackson Justice there. Some good baseball. I'm excited to get out broadcasting games next year. We were going to do that this year. A lot of stuff came up, but I wasn't able to get out there and do it. So if anybody wants some baseball broadcasts, you just let us know. Give us a call. We'll take care of it. All right, man. You ready to dive into some of the controversy at Pell City High School, the football team? We're not going to get into some of that other stuff that people.
Sure, we will.
Are we?
Are we
going to get there?
We may can. Depends on how the conversation
Depends on
goes.
what they. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Here we go.
A lot of people want to talk Pell City.
Yeah.
What did we think?
Thompson don't.
They don't want to talk at all.
What did you say this morning?
They peeping through the blinds.
Don't make eye contact.
Yeah. Pell City. I'm just trying to be careful how I say it because I don't want anything to come across and be a negative toward the kids. I am not.
But that's not what this is about.
That's not what this is about at all. We're not even going to take those kind of comments, right?
No. Kids ain't got nothing to do with that.
Especially the seniors that have been in that program. And so the association came out, the Alabama High School Athletic Association came out yesterday and put Pell City on suspension for 1 year. No postseason play. Jake Gaines is suspended for the year. And very interesting. Any of the players that were recruited, when I say recruited, I meant by the rules. You can look on our Facebook, is we posted the rules of what they're accused of doing or what Coach Jake is accused of doing or other coaches. So the association are giving these kids an option to transfer back to the programs they left and be eligible to play, or stay at Pell City and be suspended of playing for a year.
They get to play, but all their wins are vacated, right? Is that how it works?
No, they can't play this year.
Oh, the team cannot play at all.
No. The kids that transferred.
Oh.
So all the kids that transferred in,
they're done. 30 plus.
30. I heard the number was 30. 30 kids transferred from Moody to Pell City.
Wow.
I don't know what grade level. Some of that could have been middle school kids. I don't know. I just heard the total number was 30. And so it is, if those kids, let's just say 30 kids from Moody, we'll use the number 10. Let's say 10 kids from Moody transferred to Pell City that play varsity football. Okay. So now with Pell City being on suspension or probation, as it is, for 1 year, those kids can stay at Pell City and not play for 1 year, or move back to Moody or wherever they transferred from and be eligible to play this year.
So they have to go back to the school they transferred from.
Correct, to be eligible.
And they can play.
Correct. Well, assuming that if they made a bona fide move to Pell City, they would have to make a bona fide move back to Moody, is my understanding. And we're just using Moody as an example, so it could be from other schools as well. And they can, yes, Pell City's still going to play 10 games. Okay. None of the region games are going to count against the region, and that's 5A Region 5, I think. I don't have it pulled up. So if you lose to Pell City, it won't count against you at all in any shape or form. So the question is, why would I risk getting my kids hurt in a game like that? If obviously you just got a team easier to make the playoffs, right? You got one less team in the region. So I'm also hearing that there's a scandal in their softball program, that there was
we'll get to some of those questions. Keep that going on.
So it's not a this was more of a Board of Education, or I guess it's called the Board of Education there. They had a really, really impressive girls softball coach let go or removed and replaced. Then I think they had a really good hire coming in, and she decided, with all this going on, she's not going to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So their softball coach has been removed. The one that was coming in to replace said no.
Correct. That's my understanding. Again, this is all people reaching out to me. Right. So I'm just passing on to you guys. So
let's do the question real quick. I want to ask
you. Go ahead.
This.
Shoot.
Good question from Daniel Harper.
Mm-hmm.
So is this from recruiting, and not the cigar thing.
This has nothing
That
to
was
do.
2 games.
That was nothing to do with the way they left Protective Stadium.
Okay.
That's a whole separate fine and suspension or whatever he had, 2 or 3 games.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with this, Daniel. This is recruiting, 100% recruiting. And if you look on our Facebook page from yesterday, I posted the rule from the association handbook of what is being accused of. I think July 29th or late July, there is a hearing at the Central Board. We all know how that's going to go.
Correct.
It's not going to be overturned.
That's right.
And I wish Alan Beckett or some of those guys would jump on Coach Short, get his opinion. They're not going to get anything removed.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so if the kids made a bona fide move, do they have the evidence where they can prove, apparently, where every one of those kids that made a bona fide move are families? What is the violation? How did they?
It's recruiting. It's not about moving.
I understand that, but where did they catch them? Where's the proof? Is it text messages,
burner phones? If you get a
what?
If you get one, it's a special phone, right?
Okay, one of them.
One of them phones.
One of them phones. Okay,
that's what we called them back in the day. Back when we were in the cell phone business.
Sure.
If you get a burner phone, don't get it under. Just add a line to your home plan, right? It's in your name. Don't do that.
What?
And on top of, yes, I know there's a lot of information about situation with alleged affair going on. It's out there. Go look at it. We're not gonna talk about it. That's not what we're here to do. But that kind of stuff is out there. So a lot going on, but you don't have that many number of kids. It was openly recruiting. It was open recruiting, putting pressure on kids to come with me. Yes, I'm gonna move here. Let's go, team. Yeah, we just won a 5A state championship.
Right.
We just tore up the locker room.
Okay.
We make bad decisions. Let's go to Pell City. Where else would we go?
Here's what I'm gonna push a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Now, Coach Vice says the actual number of 30 players is pretty much proof. I can see that. I understand that.
It is.
But you have to have proof somewhere, a phone call, burner phones, of you recruiting every one of those players in order to make that statement. If you transferred in, you cannot play for Pell City.
Here's how it's. The bona fide move does not matter at this point.
Right.
Because you cannot suspend a kid or cost your team games without playing in the games.
Understand.
So bona fide move means nothing at this point. Going back, I don't know. I'm assuming some of these people made a bona fide move.
So their investigator from the Alabama High School Association has found out.
It was everywhere, bro.
So somebody's busted on them. Some inside source has said.
Probably Moody.
Somebody from there. Yeah.
Probably Moody. You just dismantled my state championship team.
Yeah.
It was the worst kept secret in Alabama. I mean, before the playoffs started, we talked about it. Hey, I hear Jake's going to Pell City.
Right.
We talked about it on the show openly.
We did.
It was a horribly kept secret.
Yeah.
And not only that.
That was said when the momentum was happening the middle part of the year. You made a statement. Doesn't matter one way or the other whether Moody wins the state championship or not. Yeah. This is a direct quote. Go back and look at it. You said Jake Gaines is going to Pell City.
Right.
Regardless.
Right.
So the writing was on the wall, wasn't hidden.
Mm-hmm.
But here again, and I know
neither was his 5 a.m. trip to the
right beating the dead horse here. Beating the dead horse here. There's got to be overwhelming evidence.
Doesn't take much
to make the statement that all 30 of these kids are ineligible because all 30 or whatever the number is was definitely a result of a recruiting violation.
It's not the kids ineligible. They're not ineligible.
You said they can't play for Pell City at all.
Correct.
So they're ineligible to play for Pell City.
Because they were recruited. Because they were the kids have done nothing wrong.
Let me say this. Mm-hmm. If I'm living in Moody, mm-hmm. my kid is a freshman, mm-hmm. okay, And I said,
You want to follow the coach.
I want my. He ain't asked us nothing.
Correct.
I want to follow the coach. I want my kid to play for this guy because he's good for whatever position or what for the future or whatever. I'm going to buy a house or rent a house or whatever, and I purchase a house in Pell City. He's never asked me one thing, not one text, not one call. I make a bona fide move for my family, purchase a $300,000 home. I'm penalized because of what he's done
to the other 29.
For the other 29.
Correct.
Wow.
I mean, there may be an outliner where that is the reason, or there may be an outliner that came from a different school.
Okay.
I know there's some kids from other schools coming to Pell City as well.
Mm-hmm.
One's his dad's a really great co-defensive coordinator at Oklahoma.
Yes, he is.
So I wonder how that's going. Is it just Moody? Because they didn't say just Moody.
Okay, Eric.
Eric said, I didn't. What did it say?
Said y'all need to stop talking bona fide and burner phone conversations. You having burner recruits and bona phones. You said that.
I did. It happens.
You and Eric.
So the thing is, he cracks me up. By the way.
Funny.
The thing is, they didn't say Moody. They didn't say where the kids come from in the statement that was released. They just said you would have to transfer to the school you came from to be eligible. But we all know it's Moody.
Right, and I understand what Coach Weiss is saying. It's what I described is not a violation, but that kid is lumped into the penalty.
Fact. And Coach Weiss probably has a better insight than a lot of people being a state championship coach. You win state championship. Here's the thing. You win state championships and kids want to come to your program.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they had that as well. But you win a state championship and now everyone is leaving the school that just won the state championship. That is unusual. You don't see that every day. That's the impact that Jake has on his team. And let's face it, this dude is an incredible football coach, incredible recruiter.
That goes without saying.
Yeah, so got that going on. But here's a number I saw, Jeff.
Okay.
Rumor has it, bookmark this. Where are we at in the video? Get the time.
We're at the 33-36 mark.
Rumor has it that there are 2 more schools about to get hit in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Both of these are larger schools. I'm told Region 2 and Region 3 of upper classifications. One team wearing maroon, one team wearing green. Let me say this. You guys can feel free to guess.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Don't give our folks a chance to guess.
Huh?
They're gonna guess.
They're gonna guess.
Yeah, they're gonna guess.
So I want to throw this stat at you. This is a number, Jeff, that I didn't know.
Okay.
But after doing some research, did you know in 2024, between Thompson, Parker, and Moody, listen to the schools, Thompson, Parker, and Moody, 2024, they had a combined 75 transfers.
And nobody's looking at them.
You don't look at Thompson. You just don't. They've been protected for so long.
Tell me why that is.
Because of who was in place at the high school association that is no longer there. Protection is retired.
Are they going to look into them?
I think they're being looked into. I think that's one of the top. I think it's one of the 2 teams. I think the one maroon team, I think, is Thompson.
Okay.
I have no facts, no evidence. We're just talking.
Go to the green team.
So
would it be our friend? His favorite team?
Who's that? Just say it. Text me.
Would it be Asheville?
No. Larger classification.
Plainview?
Larger class. They're blue.
Plainview's blue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Larger classification.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Let me read the statement again. In 2024, Thompson, Parker, and Moody had a combined 75 transfers.
And who's the green team you're thinking of? Might as well say it. You saying everything else?
Well, let's let our people guess on here.
Local?
No, it's not local.
So the Mary Montgomery team, there's the issue there.
Same thing.
Is the same recruiting?
It's a recruiting
type
violation.
thing.
Correct. Yeah.
So have they forfeited every game? Not forfeited, but
they have the same penalty. They
penalty.
Cannot play. They're not making the postseason. If you play them this year, it doesn't count in the region, and their coach is suspended for 1 year.
Daniel Harper says you might want to check into a team in North Alabama and check the locker room for McDonald's bags.
Well, why you got to bring Auburn in this, Cam Newton?
I mean, talking like a guy drives on people's lawns and wears crimson.
Get off my lawn! So
enjoying my tropical vibe this morning.
I got that peachy peach.
You got that peachy peach.
So hey, guys, feel free to call in and have the conversation.
There's a lot of issues and some things that you had said that you're going to bring out on the show here in a little bit to get my reaction.
Well, that number was one of them.
That's a huge
75
number.
Between 3 schools.
Yeah.
Bro.
You can't tell me all of those are bona fide
75
moves.
How is the High School Athletic Association going to mandate this going forward? How are they going to be sure this isn't happening and continue to happen?
So do you think that they have the idea? We got somebody calling in. Go ahead. Looks like, was that Kevin Moore on the line?
Mm-hmm. Kevin, you're on with Kapow.
Hey, man, hang on a second. Let me put my glasses on and hear you better. I'm kidding. What are y'all doing?
Oh, just hanging out.
Stirring the pot.
So what could y'all be talking about today? What?
Your third favorite school, Pell City.
Hey, I like Pell City. I've never had an issue with Pell City. Now they act like a bunch of spoiled brats sometimes. Because long story short, back several years ago, they invited the Asheville Youth League basketball team to be in a tournament, and we were beating the you-know-what out of every team they had over there. And when we got the championship game, they booted us out. Said our team was stacked. Really? We're a little school playing all these big. We're playing fifth graders that were close to 6 foot tall, but yet they booted us out. But anyway, I'm not going to be bitter about that. So
why would you be? Why would you be?
Yeah. So
that's why Adam Kenny G is on the line.
Yeah. Got a question, and this is an all serious question. This deal with Pell City, the Mary Montgomery situation.
Yeah.
They are allowed to be in postseason. How is that different from the Pell City? I mean, didn't they take some stuff to the next level, one step further as far as the stuff they were doing?
What was that?
So you're saying they are allowed to be in the playoffs? That's not
From what I read online a couple hours ago, that Mary Montgomery did not receive a postseason ban.
I did not realize that.
Now, I may be wrong. If I read that correctly, see, that's the issue I have with this whole thing. Now, granted.
What's up, Ben Green? Congratulations to you, buddy. Sorry.
And this is why there's so much stuff on social media the last 24 hours. You don't know what's factual and what's not. I mean, the AHSA came out and made a rule yesterday. I mean, but it's like it seems like they have different rules for different, for the same type scenarios. And if anybody's got any, I would love to answer that question. How, and now granted, like I said, Mary Montgomery, they were doing some stuff and they kind of went a few steps further.
Did they? They didn't. Mary Montgomery did not recruit 30 kids from a 5A state championship football team.
Yeah. Well, there's only 7 that they recruited.
The rest of them.
I talked to somebody who's got kids on the Moody football team, and the players they're saying it was only 7 that transferred.
Okay.
Now, that may be incorrect. I don't know. But still, 7 is still that's a number that's just because it was 7 doesn't mean it makes it right.
Sure. So do you think the punishment was, hey, and we have confirmation, Mary Montgomery
thank you, Andrew. Okay.
If you'd have listened to our show earlier this morning, we already said that. Thanks, Kevin.
Well, I was busy trying to get booked for gigs. I mean,
there you go.
Hey, make that money, son.
I can't get people to call me back, so
Have you met you?
Do what?
What? Moving on. So what do you think it would be a fair punishment for Pell City?
Well, I think that's I think the punishment kind of fits the crime. The only thing I would change, and hear me out when I say this, the upcoming seniors for Pell City.
Yeah.
If Jake Gannis had gotten hired and he coached last year for Pell City, I would have no issue with the situation. But he gets hired in January, whenever it was. These current kids, hey, we got a new coach, and the upcoming seniors, their senior season is pretty much ruined.
You're right.
I think they should be allowed. I think if they have if the kids that are at Pell City, the upcoming seniors, if they want to transfer to another school that's going to be that can go to postseason, I think they should be allowed to transfer with no penalty and no sit out and just be immediately eligible.
Well, they can obviously do that with a bona fide move, regardless.
Well, I know, but even in this situation, because I know. I mean, literally, they didn't do anything. You're
100% right. The kids, as always, get punished for the decisions of adults.
And my question is, and I know Justin Burns, superintendent for Pell City Schools, he's always been a high integrity guy. How did this happen? I mean, did he look the other way? And I've got to be objective when I ask him. Did he turn his head and look the other way when this was going on, or? I guess of these 7 kids, or how many ever, I was told that they had text messages that were is what the evidence, as far as from Coach Gaines to some of these kids. I think that's where a lot of punishment is, that Gaines reached out to some of these people to supposedly have text messages as far as evidence.
Yeah. Social media posts as well.
So let me ask you this: if we're talking about punishment fits the crime, and what we're seeing with the recruiting violations and all that from Coach Jake, here's my issue. Not my issue, but my question. Everybody's saying these kids are being punished for something that this guy's done. Should they not look at some different options? Maybe, yes, suspending for a year, maybe do it 2 years and allow these kids to continue to play if these people have made those bona fide moves. And is it too harsh of a punishment to hand it down where these kids are affected and their season's affected? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that they don't look at that. I think the association, just go back 2 years ago to Coosa Christian.
All right.
We're talking about one kid, and that decision took away the best football team that Coosa probably ever had.
Right.
Those kids they were going to win a state championship. No difference here. Yes, say it's 7, say it's 30. Everyone on this team, especially those seniors, are going to be punished. And something like this could really cost you for years.
Right.
Kevin, you've seen this happen before because now your junior high kids, hey, I don't want to be involved in a program that's being looked at. And once you get on probation, you continue to be looked at. So this could have long-lasting effects on this Pell City program.
And I've got two quick points here, and I know you may have other calls waiting. Number one, regarding Jake Gaines.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, he says, to heck with this. Let's say a job comes open, let's say, I don't know, inside the Georgia state line, Rome, Georgia, Coosa, Georgia, a big football power that would be equivalent to Pell City. What if he sits out this year and doesn't like it, and he takes another job and goes to Georgia? He avoids punishment, does he not?
He 100% avoids punishment because the Georgia High School Athletic Association has nothing to do with the Alabama High School Athletic Association. So, yeah.
Exactly. And one last thing, and that now this is maybe an opinion based. We've all heard rumors, and I'm just going to say we've all heard rumors over the years about Thompson High School.
Yep.
They have never gotten punished one thin dime of anything.
Right.
How were they able? Of course, ironically, that's where Jake Cadis came from, which I nicknamed Moody at one time Thompson Training School.
You did? You did?
So you know, and I don't have anything personally against Gaines. I mean, I think he's a nice guy. He's turned around. Moody was in shambles when he got there, and I think, you know, when he got hired at Pell City, I thought, well, he's going to turn him around. But you know what? I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just. I just hate it for those upcoming seniors for Pell City.
Yeah, no, it's a great point, Kevin.
Bo Black says that the Alabama High School Association is a bunch of bullies and they don't care about the kids. And I think that's who he was referring to. But
that seems to be how it's perceived for years now. I think he's right. Kevin, thank you so much, buddy.
Love you, buddy. What a good dude.
Thank you, Kevin Moore.
Kevin Moore has always got stuff to bring to the table. I like it.
And he will.
Yep. Guys, call in 256-613-0927.
Oh, Daniel says the article from Ben Thomas at AL.com, it's the same punishment for both schools. Yeah, I thought so too. I put that out yesterday. Sometimes Kevin reads fast.
He does read fast.
Yeah, so
and I find it ironic. Kevin always says, "Long story short." It's never a short story.
Good morning, Coach Randy Weiss.
Good morning.
Turn your volume down, Coach, in the background.
He got it.
Good. Hey, good morning, Coach. Well, what are your thoughts?
Good morning. Really quick, a couple of points I do want to make. You know, back during the situation with Coosa Christian, again, I agree, an amazing football team. One of the complaints was that they don't go after public schools, they only go after private schools. And I think it's important to note that the new group in the AHSA is being very consistent with what they're doing. And I think we overlook that sometimes. And, you know, to say they're bullying kids, I get the mindset of that. But there are rules, and these are clear violations. I've been involved in this over and over again with high school athletics in both states, Georgia and Alabama. They don't just shoot first and ask questions later. There's a thorough investigation that goes on in these situations. A lot of times what looks like something in public is not what's actually happened in private. You know, we're assuming the 7 students from Moody are the only students. There's several other athletic programs that these young men have came from.
Correct.
And I think we have to look at the big picture. Again, I'm not saying guilty, innocent, or anything. But being involved in the process, I do know there's a thorough investigative process. And I know you guys have been involved in some of this before, doing with your reporting and affiliations and everything. One other thing I'd like to correct you on, because I have been involved in a situation like this, not me personally, but on a committee. Georgia and Alabama are reciprocal. If a player is suspended in Alabama, they're suspended in Georgia, and coaches. They're both part of the National Federation of High Schools, which doesn't require reciprocal. I can't say that word.
Reciprocal. Mm-hmm.
God bless you. Yeah, reciprocal arrangement. But most of your border states do have those arrangements. So if any coach kind of fled trying to avoid punishment, that would not be a good idea, because it would probably double the punishment when they got back if there's again an attempt that's obviously for that reason.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Coach, because my understanding was that the other states, let's just say Georgia, they could indeed they could bring Jake on and say, yeah, you can coach. They do not have to follow the Alabama suspension for a year. They can, but they do not have to.
They generally do. It's in their bylaws, just like in Alabama. If you look in Alabama's bylaws, it specifically says from another state.
Okay, cool.
And Georgia's is called the White Book. Now, there's an appeals process and everything. And so, having said that, I don't think that would be a wise decision for any career. I know it's happened in the past with coaches, say, and we probably all know who we're talking about, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But those things that the climate has changed drastically in all the states, and I think that's an important thing to take up.
Sure.
Look, they've even changed the rules of every student that transfers into any high school
is noted as a transfer student for their entire career now, from 9 through 12. If they transferred in, doesn't mean they're ineligible at all. It just means they're noted as a transfer student.
Sure.
And again, I don't know all the details, and no one will, because it would be a FERPA violation. Correct. To release those details. And a lot of people don't understand that. Why isn't the truth out? Why don't we know? Well, that's illegal. We can't know, because young people have a right to privacy, just like employees in a school system, a medical profession, law enforcement, anything. You have certain rights. So, that doesn't prevent other people, parents and things like that, from bringing it out.
Right.
But coaches, teachers, school administrations, AHSA officials can't just release it without permission. And I think that's the hardest thing to understand.
Sure. But let's look at this, and I think you would agree with this. It is a disaster. It's a travesty for those seniors at Pell City.
Without a shadow of a doubt, it is. Yeah. But it's the same way, what Kevin mentioned about college athletes, they are able to leave a program. If we did that, that would open up a can of worms in Alabama.
Yeah.
But again, if it's a tragedy for the seniors at Pell City, correct?
Yeah.
But it was a tragedy for the seniors at Coosa Christian. It was a tragedy for seniors in other places. So the one thing I will say, at least these players in Pell City know on day one that they're not playing for a championship.
I agree with that.
And I think it's probably. I think we sell these kids short when we think they're still not playing for something. Every game is a championship. Every game is a win. And they're out there playing for their school. It's kind of like when Auburn was on probation and Terry Bowden went undefeated. Mm-hmm. Those guys still acknowledge they were an undefeated season. And so they're still playing for their community, their city, and things of that nature. I'm not commenting on the severity of the punishment, because there are specific guidelines in place for all of these things. Listen, we got in trouble after our state championship game because a parent that didn't speak good English runs out on the field and hugs his kid.
Yeah, I remember.
And, we're on probation for that. We not now. We were on probation for a year because failure to control our fans. Well, listen, we're in Huntsville. They have security everywhere. We're not responsible for that security. But again, when you look at the spirit of the rule, it is what it is. And so
the spirit of the rule is wherever the high school association says it is at that particular point.
That's true, but that's any legislative, executive, or judicial body. Whoever's in charge is going to interpret it the way they see it. And then
whatever fits their need at the time. If we're going to be real, let's be real.
I don't disagree with that at all. But having said that, I think what we're having now is consistency, which may or may not have existed before.
I think you are correct. I think we're seeing that, especially the last month or so, is very consistent.
I agree.
And that's all we can ask for, right? Consistency?
Exactly. And listen, I appreciate what you guys do, because I think you guys and some others in the area keep local sports and local news alive. I've got a quick request, and then I'll let you guys go.
Yep.
I think we need to do the Kapow election show from the steps of the courthouse, where everybody's not trying to figure out who's winning, what race, and everything. I think it would be a great opportunity, because used to the radio stations did that.
Sure.
Not anymore. And I think you guys would be great on the steps of the courthouse.
I don't see why we can't. I mean, Etowah County lost that when we lost Dave Fitz.
Yes, we did.
That's right.
Dave Fitz and others before him. It was. And I think you guys could step in and fill that role. That's just my little bit of advice to a show that probably doesn't need it. I really appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Coach. That's state championship winning head coach Randy Weiss.
He's a good guy.
He is.
Good man. And
Hey, thank you for the comments, guys.
Yeah, and we'll try to go back and read them. There's a lot of things on there. Look at Bo Black's comment, and you can speak to that. The very last one before Sam Purvis's last one.
The investigator was completely lost and wondered why my son's name was brought up. He was at his school for 11 months when he came after us. We never violated it. I remember, Bo. Yeah, I remember.
11 months.
Yep. I'm still having some PSD.
Yeah, PSD or PTSD.
I'll let you figure that out.
Let me tell you something. Go back. You don't have to read it, but the greatest comment, Eric Powell, got to run. My phone is ringing.
I'll be back, Jeff. I need a minute.
You need a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, guys. Yeah, man, let me give our sponsors. Jared's taking a break real quick. Jared, don't leave the mic on. Etowah County Sheriff Tip Line. Thank you, Sheriff Jonathan Horton, for everything that you have done for our community, for us as a show and individually. You are a class act, and we certainly appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you do. And he's asking you, if you do not have the Etowah County Sheriff Tip Line app, go download the app. It's free on Google. It's free on Android as well, or Google Play Store, and Apple as well. So go get that app. Thank you so much to Etowah Used Cars, Dwayne Ball and family, Rick's Discount Drugs there in Attala, local hometown pharmacy that has been a great sponsor for us. We appreciate you guys and everything you do. So Twin City Used Cars, thank you for the Kapow car. We appreciate that for the last several years. Exchange Bank of Alabama, everything that you do for this entire community is awesome. And also Choice Fabricators Incorporated here in Rainbow City, the great city of Rainbow City. Thank you so much. Jump in. You can call in the show at 256-613-0927 and join the show. Thank you so much, Marty. Enjoyed the show, learning so much. Sam Purvis says, what exactly would there be the can of worms with kids moving schools? I want my kids to go where they can reach their full potential, whether it be in education or athletics. Who wouldn't? I agree with that. You should be able to move wherever you want to get your kids into the best situation possible. Talking about that last comment from Sam Purvis, I'll read it one more time. He said, what exactly would be the can of worms with kids moving schools? I want my kids to go where they can reach their full potential, whether it be in education or athletics. Who wouldn't?
Well, that's kind of how the Choose Act is working, right?
Yes, should be.
So I think that's what it is. I'm not sure if the association would, if you're talking athletically, I'm not sure that the association will let the kids be eligible. That's why I can't call in. You do get heated about. So so that's the way it's leaning, but we'll see what the association comes up with. Still questions on bona fide moves, and is it a scholarship? Is it not a scholarship? So there's a lot to talk about in that regard. Who's next? Who's calling next? Or what do you guys want to talk about? Comments, concerns, questions? And again, let's double down. Congratulations again to Westbrook, if you guys are just joining us. 4A state baseball champions right here in little Rainbow City. Like Joe Taylor says, Rainbow City just keeps winning. Congratulations to the Westbrook Christian Warriors. Thank you for the comment. So, was the punishment too much? Not enough? And what do we think about the other possible penalties to follow other schools? Everyone's pointing at Thompson. Interesting. Thank you for that. All right, man. I'm battling this kidney stone, man.
You struggling?
Yeah, so when it hits,
It's struggling. What did Bo say?
Bo's hilarious.
Bo said, you read it already? That's why I can't call in. I get heated about it. Call in anyway. That's what we need.
No, there's been no updates or changes from my understanding between the public and private schools. I think that's out there. You can play private and public can play each other during the regular season as non-region games, but they just considered non-region games. So there's 2 private school regions,
Okay.
And there is now 6 public school. So that's gonna.
So the championships, there's 2 different championships.
Correct.
Talk about that. How does that work? I mean, what?
It's the small school private will have a champion. The 2A private will have a champion. There's only 2 private divisions. Then everyone else competing 1A through 6A.
Okay.
So there'll be 8 total champions So that means the association gets an extra championship game, which means extra revenue.
Are we still looking at Mobile this year for
It is.
the
It is
championship?
Mobile. Yep.
Okay,
I got us a place to stay already.
good. Oh,
We're
nice.
good.
I got
We're
a
good.
house down there. We can stay in.
See?
It'd be nice, boy.
Hey.
Hey, look at the comment from Sam Purvis and kind of get back to that. Hey, congratulations, Coach. Appreciate you, buddy. And congratulations to all the seniors graduating.
Yeah.
Um,
Sam, so let me get this right. You can choose based on education, just not athletics, because the Big Bad House Association will drop the hammer on you. Yes.
yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
If I want my kid to play in a better band,
Yeah.
No shade at any other band, but
Sure.
say for instance, I want my kid to play at Southside. Great band,
Mhm.
right? I mean, these guys
Correct.
knock it out of the box.
The pride of
Yeah,
Southside.
the pride of Southside, and who wouldn't? If your kid's a musician
Sure.
and you want them to have the better opportunities with their music, or
We have
whatever.
one here in
Yeah.
my youth group.
Right?
Yeah.
You do. You can move them and not worry about it. You don't even have to move if they accept you as out of district.
Correct.
You can go to school at any school you want to and play in the band and no repercussions.
I think so, yeah. I think that's the same for Scholar Bowl and any of those other extracurricular
Maybe
activities.
you and I need to start an association that manages bands and get some funding that way. And,
Great.
you know,
Get some grants.
yeah. Why
The
not?
merch game would be great. Kapow merch would be
Right.
unreal.
Oh, my gosh.
But hey, not Randy, Coach Sam Purvis. Coach Purvis.
Coach
We're,
Purvis. Purvis.
we're waiting to see. Andrew, why don't you call in?
Dude, he's got so much. Bo Black needs to call in, too. I'm telling you. Or he'll be here in a minute. Just come on in the studio and sit down.
That's straight garbage.
I believe it's garbage, too, man. We can have our opinions. I mean, we're going to abide by the rules.
Hold on. Yeah, I haven't submitted us for credentials yet.
We love the Alabama High School Athletic Association and everything that they do.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding.
It's not going to affect us one way or the other.
No. Hey, we're still looking we need a play-by-play person for Gaston football. Got an amazing color guy. Coach Romano is
Great
gonna be-
opportunity for you
Coach
guys.
Romano is going to be the color guy for us at Gaston.
Mhm.
And
You know, you would think with all the people throughout all the years that you've been doing it, and I've been doing it with you,
yeah,
we hear there are certain times we go, best in the business, blah, blah, blah. And then we always have the haters, especially when Coosa's running that stretch on YouTube where thousands of people are watching Coosa Christian play football on YouTube on
Yeah.
Kapow, are going, give more information. I could do better. You know,
Yeah.
if you got all you people that comment and say you could do better, please, we want you to join the team and do play-by-play, because let me tell you something. When Jerry walks off and says, hey, Jeff, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to go in here and visit. There's somebody over here, a VIP, and says, you call this next play. I panic. I don't panic about nothing else. I can teach. I can fill in. Political speeches, I can do all of that.
Yeah.
No problem. But something
It's
about when you say,
different, man.
call this play, my hands start sweating.
it's different.
I mean, it's different.
So, but look, we're looking for the right person.
Yeah.
We've had people reach out, but we're looking to put the right team together for Gaston. And we're going to make it simple on you. It's not going to be video.
Right.
It's going to be think radio broadcast, audio only this year. And Gaston's going to have a tremendous season. Speaking of gas,
Oh, wow. This must be Andrew Ford.
now the show is picking up business. Welcome ZLA's own Andrew Ford.
What's up, buddy?
Good morning. Good morning. I have a quick question for the group. You put something on my mind during the state championship run for Westbrook.
Okay.
So how does it work so you know how I think I texted you and I was like, hey, how can we watch, the Westbrook playoff baseball game? They're
Right.
not on NFHS. And you said AHSAA completely owns the playoffs.
Fact.
Right. So how is that? I think a lot of people are trying to understand, that, because if I was Kapow, for instance, I would want, to be able to go set up, for instance, say y'all had been at JSU, and had a YouTube link going to where y'all were the ones broadcasting. Now, granted, Eli, that's not a great example because Eli Gold was broadcasting the game, and that was actually kind of cool, but,
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, no problem. But other than that one, analogy there,
yeah.
Why is that? How are they able to have kind of a monopoly on it, and why groups like you guys couldn't? I mean, y'all could sell sponsorships, y'all could do all sorts of things, that could not only make you guys money, but grow your brand, and people would rather watch that than pay a $27, thing to Game Changer to watch it on Game Changer, or, a $19 subscription, to NFHS that you then have to remember to cancel, after the fact, to be able to watch the game. So I guess give us some guidance there on how they're able to do that.
All right. So first of all, and I certainly appreciate the question. It's a very good question that people ask all the time. So if we want to broadcast anything in the playoffs, the High School Association owns the playoffs. So that's why it's called the AHSAA State Championship.
Is that because they're fitting the bill for everything that's going on?
It's all under them. They let's take football for example, Andy. They even get part of the gate from your high schools.
Really?
They get part of the gate during the playoffs. They control the playoffs. So yes, Jeff and I could have gone and broadcast that if we pay a fee, if we get permission. We have to fill out paperwork and get permission and it's called a permission to broadcast form. And if we want to give audio, which obviously doing baseball radio is tough, right? It's very, very tough. Mm-hmm. We've done it before. But even if we get approved, pay the hundreds of dollars to do it, then because we're video, it has to be on a 72-hour delay before we can even show it.
Oh, so well, okay. Then that doesn't make it worth it.
Exactly right. Yeah, they control it all. It is their business. It's their thing. The schools who sign up to be with the association understands those rules. As far as the regular season, Capel does not have to pay the High School Association to broadcast any regular season game. You have to have permission from the home school, and you have to let the visiting school know, hey, we're coming. And if they
is
have
that the same with live feeds?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like what Jeff said, the live. I remember vividly watching the Coosa live feed, that y'all had, and I mean, at one point I remember seeing I think it was like 1,400 live viewers, at one point. I mean, y'all did a good job of advertising that one, and put it out there.
Here's the thing: we cannot show like when we go to the playoffs. Where we're broadcasting the Coosa playoffs, we can only do audio, and we pay for that. Yes, we can pay even more money and do video, but it's on a 72-hour delay before we could show it. So, like you said, it's really not worth it.
Audio can be live.
Audio can be live. We still have to pay for it. We pay a fee to broadcast it, and you have to do that weekly. You have to get permission to broadcast weekly, and they can absolutely deny you. Because they own it all, there's no right to be able to broadcast that. But that being said, I've never been turned down when I've requested it. Right. They're very good to me in that regard. They've always been good to me, but they also are really good about taking that money because they know I pay it quickly.
Right. Well, where is Capel going to be this year?
Definitely, we'll have a team at Gaston. Definitely.
Okay.
Not us, but one of our teams.
Would you like to do play-by-play for Gaston?
I wish. So,
I wish you would too. No, hey, we're still going to be. Jeff and I are still going to be doing Coosa Christian. Very excited that Alaric Williams is the new head coach there. We go back since he was in the 7th grade, so we're very excited to be back in. Having fun with the
Daniel Harper has a question there. He says, how did FNN do it live then?
They have they're contracted out with the association.
And it's a heavy fee. That's a heavy fee.
Yeah, it's a massive fee.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
But he also does some other stuff there too.
Yeah.
You know, I do think that there may be some other opportunities out there that we need to talk about, guys.
Heck yeah.
And see what can be done. Y'all need to grow the brand, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Y'all are doing a great job. I appreciate it. I've really been looking forward. I mean, heck, I text Jerry almost every day about, hey, are y'all on today or are you not? And things like that. And I don't appreciate you not acknowledging my text messages earlier during the show, because I did want to see your face live on a couple of them that I sent through. But
I see how he does.
But yeah, don't tell PJ. Okay, but anyway, y'all. You guys have a great day. Thanks for letting me come on.
Appreciate it, brother. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Andrew, for everything you do for us.
What a great dude. What a great dude he is for just Etowah County in general.
Yeah.
And
he does so
Rainbow
much.
City.
Look, man, I've realized over the last year how much he does for people and doesn't even acknowledge it. Doesn't even let anybody know what he does. And he does a lot for us behind the scenes. And he's a good
It's
man.
awesome to have somebody like him fighting for you in rooms you're not in and in rooms you don't even know about.
That's right.
That's who Andy Ford is, man.
Yeah. Going to have an Etowah broadcast. We're working on a few other teams.
I don't know, Daniel.
But we don't know.
I don't know. We've not been asked to broadcast Etowah.
We've sat in some rooms and had a couple conversations. But, don't know. We would certainly be willing to put a team together to do other teams.
For sure. On our network. But Jeff and I will be at Coosa.
Yeah.
If Coosa wants us, maybe I need to go ask them.
Well, I have it on good authority, Coach A. I think his wording was, y'all better be here. And we love Coach Alaric, man. I'm looking forward to seeing him in that head role. He's just like what Coach Pierce was talking about today, about Etowah's new play caller. I mean, he is finding out some things about head coaching that you got to do that's just not on the field. And so Coach A has been very busy. So
Cody Laster said, good morning, guys. And hey, Cody, let me know if you get the number for the Beaver Killers.
Yeah.
He was cracking me up.
Heather Coley, can you check that out for me? Good to see Heather's on here. What a great family.
Oh, the Coleys, man.
And congratulations to your son on
he graduates today.
Yeah. What a good guy. Good kid. Good young man is what he is.
Dude, he's good. What are we doing here? Oh, she put a big question. I'm not certain how this works, but I am hoping that the kids will have to go back to Moody. They will not have to sit out a year. If they transfer back, if they transfer back, from my understanding that was released, that they will be eligible to play. You do have some serious personal experiences with this kind of stuff, unfortunately, and it's the adult. She's right. Jeff, is it possible to put hers on the screen, or is it too?
Not all of it. No, it's just too much.
Yeah,
I cannot. It'll put part of it up. It's going to put part of it up.
You're right. She says, I just really think that it's sad to punish other kids who have already put in their time because the seniors are the true losers. You're 100% right. And she knows. I mean, she suffered. She was part of that team that just did not get to experience a championship run.
Yeah.
That senior class with who was on that team? Cleet O'Brien.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, that
Mr.
team,
Football.
That team was just stacked.
Yeah.
You're right. Only people gets hurt is the kids.
It really is. It's a darn shame, man.
It's the kids.
It really is. And that's why I posed that question earlier when Kevin was on. Do they not need to reevaluate some of these punishments? It's these coaches and even some of the parents that get involved that cause some of this stuff.
But the thing is that the coaches, every coach know the rules.
They do.
Right. They vote on the rules, and they have a chance to change it. With Steve Smith, we were doing a show with Steve, and he blatantly said, very emphatically, that the coach is a part of the process.
Right.
So if you know the rules and you're willing to roll the dice on the rules, and you get caught, then you are held responsibility for the pain and punishment of these kids.
Okay.
It's on you. Is basically what he's saying.
Does every coach have a vote, or their representative of that
Yes.
area?
So I think every coach reports to a district.
Okay.
Right, and that's where you voice all your concerns, and
then your district leader
is your representative at the.
So then who gives that vote is the one that you elect to represent. Correct. Or not elect. I think it's appointed, right? Or is it elected?
I'm not sure. I think it's appointed.
Appointed.
I think
so. I mean, maybe these coaches need to get together and say, okay, these rules are getting these punishments are getting a little out of hand for the students, the student athlete. Let's get together collectively. Let's work this thing out together and vote for some of these changes.
Yeah, and if that's the way it's done, then the association doesn't control it.
Right, and I don't know if that's how you do it or not.
Under that, if that's the way it is, because some of these kids, but how do you only punish some and not others? Right. I think that's the association standpoint. Here's the rules. Coach, it is up to you.
Okay.
Let's look for a church example.
Right.
You're the senior pastor of our church, and our district board has these rules in place, and Jeff, you decide to, I don't want to kick off the air. I can't say that. You let stuff go on at the church.
Right. That goes against what the district rules are, or
that goes against what
the general church.
Correct. And they come in and decide we're going to close your church down.
Right.
And
what they do is they pull the credentials of the leader.
But since they own the churches, if they want to come in, they could certainly close it. Is what I'm saying. So in that instance, Mr. Brother and Sister Mary and Maurice sitting on the front row for 30 years, did nothing wrong, but yet they could lose their church.
Wow.
It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah,
so I think the high school association, and I'm not taking up for the association, my understanding of the rules are, hey, your head coach, your athletic director, your principal, those are the people that have to be held responsible. They know the rules going into it.
Right.
You better be sure you follow the rules. That's my understanding.
Fair enough. Look at some of these comments. Our people are the best. I mean, some of the greatest comments ever. Some of the greatest things. Now, Bo Black, I mean, and obviously he's one that is passionate about his kids.
Bo got screwed.
He did. He said, I could give a list of name individuals, coaches, teachers, principals, and members of Board of Education that like to get involved in these witch hunts. And we do have a lot of those names too, buddy. And,
thank you, Daniel.
And
have a great Memorial Day weekend.
See you, buddy. Yep. Have a great weekend. Stay off people's lawns, would you? Would you just stay off the lawns, would you?
So funny.
And quit licking boots. Yeah.
Boot licker for Horton. That was so good. You got Daniel. You got Cody Lassiter.
I mean, those boys.
And who was the lady?
I don't know her. I remember what you sent me, but I don't know who that is.
That was so funny.
All right, man. Well, any other comments? If you want to call in, you got just about 4 or 5 minutes to call in. Get your call in 256-613-0927. There's a lot of you that want to put stuff on here that just call in. Ain't no reason not to call in. You heard Kevin Moore on here. Kevin made a living in radio for a long time.
He knows. He knows.
All right. Anything you want to bring up here, buddy?
Man, I think it's a good conversation, and
really
that's what we try to do is just have conversation, and we just bring information as we have it, as we gather it from these different places. I'll probably jump on and do a high school show at some point today.
Yes, sir.
Don't know what school's next.
You've done
I've done Etowah. Started with Etowah.
Gaston.
I did Gaston.
Have you done Southside yet?
No, I've not done Southside.
That should be your next school.
I did West End.
Yeah, West End.
My last one.
That was it. You need to do Southside. You got a lot of information on them, and
I did. No, my last one. I'm sorry, my last one was Sardis.
Okay, that's right. You did do Sardis.
Dude, I like that coach, man.
Yeah,
I like that.
He's
coach.
good.
Yeah, West Tidwell. That was not Kevin Moore. Tidwell.
Spit it out there, buddy.
I like him.
All right, man. Shut it down. Give us some last words.
Hey, all I'm saying is keep your head on a swivel, because more schools, at least 2 more in Alabama that I think are going to get the hammer dropped. And these are big time. The association is dropping the hammer on these schools. Mary Montgomery, Pell City, And I'm going to leave you with this. If your wife says, I have to be at the field house by 5 a.m. to let the kids in,